Hello my fellow creators and welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to day 3 of my Spellbinders July 2026 All Clubs Create series. So today we are going to be playing with a large die of the month, and I've done all of my cutting and assembling of my dies ahead of time because I had to hurry up and get some other stuff done around the house. I made the mistake of trying to reorganize one corner of my craft room, but you all know how that goes. So anyway, let me show you what the plan is for the large die of the month. I am also going to be using a sentiment from the stamp and die of the month. So I already stamped and die cut that. Now what I did here was I grabbed this panel that I don't know if I was playing with watercolors or those mica powders, I don't remember, but it was in my stash. So I grabbed this and then some holographic paper and I put those together and die cut these with a rectangle die I have. And then here's all my bits and pieces. Now here is that sentiment. Now I did stamp it on some glitter cardstock, so I'm not real sure if it's going to be okay or if it's going to smear, but I'm going to set it off to the side to dry just a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to start to put together our card, and I cut a bunch of what I'm using as lights from the die set because, friends, I decided I was going to cut 3 of the elves, and because their legs can wobble, I'm going to make their legs wobble. And this is going to be their dance floor. So in my mind, they are done with all the assembly of gifts for the holiday season, and they are out for a night of partying just to relax from all the hard work they've done. So they're kind of in a dark dance club with all these lights in there. So that's what the plan is. So let's see if I can make the plan that's in my head come across on the paper. So let's give this a try. First, I'm going to hang up, or not hang up, attach my lights to my panel there. And part of what I did in my craft room with reorganization, oh goodness, is I moved my filming area to another side of my craft room right under the window. So I'm hoping that gives me better lighting. Let me know, does it seem like I have better lighting today than other videos? I'd be interested to know, because I'm really just using the windows open, the curtains are open, and the light in the bedroom is on, but other than that, I don't have any other lighting going. Okay. And my poor husband has been so good being patient with me. After I die cut everything, I went out to the living room and I said, hey, I'm gonna put these together here because I've got to record a video, but it shouldn't take me too long. And he was like, okay, but what's for dinner? I completely lost track of time. I'm telling you, I spent the majority of the day in my craft room shifting furniture. And so I said, oh, dinner, let's figure that out. And he's not picky. He doesn't care what we eat for dinner. So he was like, well, what if we just do, breakfast for dinner? Fine with me. It works for me. So today we had breakfast for dinner, which is always good. And let's see. And then I did assemble all my little elves. I made them each have different hair color, different clothes color, because they're out partying. They're not in their regular elf uniform. They've got some festive colors on. And so I thought that would be perfect for a night out on the town, just dancing it up. Oh, I wanted this one in the middle. Too late, too late. Not too late, not too late. Middle. Okay, so that was my thought process. And I thought about it yesterday, because yesterday I was like, okay, what am I gonna make with my large die of the month to make it a little bit different than the normal Christmas card or holiday card. And I don't know how it came into my head, but when I was looking at the packaging, I saw the little dancing feet, and I thought, well, how can I make this about them dancing? And boom, it hit me. So I just kind of decided to go with it, go with the flow, and make this work. Make them have a night on the town. Okay. Let me see here. I'm having to kind of shift how I look at my cards since I'm in a new space. I need to give myself more under desk space because I am sitting, I'm not standing. Okay, so I've got my lights on. Those are all my little disco lights, if you will. And then we are going to have, I'm going to have our teal elf in the middle. And I even did one of their hairstyles differently. I cut extra of the little piece of hair and just added extra. So this elf has a ton of hair. I thought that was perfect. Okay, so, and then this is their disco floor. That's why I use the holographic paper. Yeah, that'll work, right? Okay, let me get my little foam squares to add to this. If I could find where I put them now in my messy craft room, because I'm still not done putting it back together. So if I put a foam square right there, I think I'm going to need to double it up to keep it in place, because these are the more low profile foam squares I have. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Then that's going to be perfect, you guys. So I'll add more foam squares to the back of our little elf friend here. Because only the legs move. I think, is that enough? That should work. But I do need to double these up as well, so they're at the same level as my center to my legs. And I am trying to finish quickly so I can get this edited and posted tonight. Okay. Let me know in the comments, friends, how is your summer going? Is it super hot? Because I'll tell you, we're always warm in San Diego, but oh my goodness, these last few days have been unbelievably warm. It's just, I don't know. Okay. Okay, let me move those to the side. I want to make sure our little legs can move. There they go, they're moving. Let's get our other two little elves on here. Okay. And I think I might use, let me see if I have a thicker foam squares. Yeah, I think these are a little bit, yeah, they're better. So I'll put that one right there.
Celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love, there's always a way. And oh, this time of year, we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite
what, friends? I'm going to stand up. I don't know why I'm sitting. I should be standing. Sitting does not allow me to see because I'm looking in the wrong direction. But I was just so tired from all the movement today that I wanted to take a seat, but that does not help. Okay, let's add our third little elf because they are out for a night of partying. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. Oh yeah, that works. Okay. Let me add our sentiment next, which I have to think where I want it. Here. I think at the top, and I think popped up. So let me add a couple of these foam squares. And right here. Let's light it up. Let's put it on a card base. Oh, I need something behind here. I think I'm going to get some more holographic. All right, let's see if that works or if it takes away from our disco floor. It's not terrible. Maybe if I just put it on a black card base too, if that would make a difference. Yeah, I think so. Black card base it is. So let's get this attached. We will start with this holographic piece. Now I used all kinds of different cardstocks today, friends. I used a lot of ColorWheel cardstock, but I also grabbed cardstock from my stash, from my little scrap bin, from 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. So sorry for this glare. I'll fix it soon, I promise. So I'll link to everything in the description box below. But I am loving, like at first I wasn't sure about this idea, but oh my goodness, I'm loving the way it turns out. Okay, let's see. Flip that back up and put our little disco scene back in there. What do you think, guys? And the legs do move. If I start shaking it too much, I think I might make you dizzy. But the legs do wobble like they're dancing on our disco dance floor. Loving it. Oh, so cute. All right, there we go. There's our card for day 3 using the large die of the month. Don't forget to stick around for day 4 tomorrow to see what club I play with. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribed to my YouTube channel or followed me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday.